Today we're going to talk a little bit about ghosts. So this comes up sometimes when we're doing house clearings or we're doing training on soul energy or on negative energies. People will often want to know, are there such things as ghosts? So let's talk about that for a couple minutes. First of all, I want you to know that everything we talk about here on our channel is from our own experience as energy practitioners. Can't really pull yourself apart from your own personal belief systems, your own religion, your own culture, but we do our best to do that because many of the things that we have learned over time have been new and surprising and not really something that our culture or the various religions does a great job talking about, and ghosts kind of falls into this bucket. So ghosts, are there such things as ghosts? Yes. So they're not necessarily what everyone thinks, but absolutely there is energy from human beings that can be left over in the space after they pass. So most of the time what we're looking at here are part of a person's soul energy. Soul energy is actually quite complex, and a person can shed a piece of this soul energy as they transition to their next stage. And this can happen for a lot of reasons, right? So one of the reasons could be trauma. Trauma caused it to shed. The trauma at the time of death, trauma during death. It could be confusion. The person could have died quickly and a piece of them is left behind, confused and lost, and doesn't actually know that they're dead. Fear is actually the most common, right? Fear of judgment. Some people don't want to pass, even if their helpers and guides are asking them to, because they're afraid what's going to happen when they cross over. And you have to remember that at the time of death, you're not an enlightened being. You're still pretty much a human being, and you have to make this journey to your final death state and to your final spiritual home. We'll get a little bit more enlightenment. So fear keeps a lot of people trapped in this space. There's also more negative reasons: greed, anger, revenge. There's a million different reasons why a piece could be trapped. And what's important to know is they should be released no matter why they're there. Sometimes they stay around because they love people and they don't want to separate from their loved ones, but this is not okay either. They need to transition on before they get less and less human over time, before they forget who they are and what they're supposed to do. And so we transition all of them behind because you never really are separated from your loved ones. You're always connected to them. So having a piece of them left behind is really not helpful for you, and it's definitely not helpful for them. So these can come up in home clearings, and we see it. It's not all the time. It's certainly some of the time, but will we address that during any of our home clearings? Depending on what we run into, what it could be. So hopefully that answers some of your questions about ghosts. I'm sure there are many more questions. If you have any questions, let us know. We'd be happy to go into more detail. Hope everybody has a great weekend.